story begins with a special agent named Shin Seto, who was chasing a pants thief. As soon as Seto caught the thief, he immediately killed him. For this murder, Seto was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but before being imprisoned, the guards tortured him brutally. This prison was one of the most dangerous in South Korea, housing the most notorious criminals. The prison director ran an illegal wrestling betting ring among the inmates. Seto noticed that killers and gangsters wore orange uniforms, while regular inmates wore blue. On his first day, Seto observed everyone carefully and gathered information. When he inquired about the illegal wrestling, he learned that only inmates in orange uniforms could participate. So, Seto attacked and killed an orange uniformed inmate to get an orange uniform for himself. His plan succeeded, and the chief guard allowed him to participate in the wrestling. These matches were streamed on an illegal website with loan advertisements to make money from the viewers. The prison director and guards made a lot of money through betting on these matches. Seto was later placed in a room with other orange-uniformed inmates, and a guard told him that the most powerful inmate in the prison was Lee In-gui. Before coming to prison, In-gui was a famous criminal, so Seto already knew about him. Meanwhile, the director was having tea with In-gui, who had won many tournaments and had become the director's favorite. In-gui had made the director millions of dollars. The director informed In-gui that a new inmate would be participating in this tournament, but In-gui was confident he would win again. In-gui returned to his room where the guards obeyed his every order because he made a lot of profit for them. Suddenly, he heard someone shouting his name. It was Seto's voice. In-gui told the guards to send Seto to the asylum, but Seto kept glaring at him with hatred. 5 years earlier, Seto was at a park with his wife. While he went to buy some snacks, his wife texted him that he was going to be a father. Seto rushed back to his wife, but on the way, he encountered In-gui. Sensing something was wrong, Seto hurried to his wife only to find her dead body. In-gui had killed his wife, and now Seto had come to prison to take his revenge. Soon, it was time for the tournament to start, and the head guard introduced the players, which included thugs, gangsters, human traffickers, and seasoned fighters. Seto's first match was against a veteran fighter. As the camera started, a fierce fight ensued. The director and other bettors watched the match using virtual reality headsets. Seto started to weaken during the match, but soon stood up and attacked with double the energy. Just as Seto was about to win, In-gui arrived and provoked him, but this only fueled Seto's anger, making him stronger. Seto defeated his opponent with a powerful attack. The director, who had bet on Seto, was very pleased and ordered the head guard to start the next match immediately, wanting to see more bloodshed. The next match was between Lim, a human trafficker, and a mafia gangster. The fight began, and although Lim fought solely on his strength, his opponent started to overpower him. But the gangster soon got tired, and Lim took the opportunity to win. Meanwhile, Seto was in his room, writhing in pain from his injuries. He saw a vision of his wife, which gave him some comfort. The director and head guard were happy with their betting profits. Impressed by Seto's abilities, the director decided to take good care of him to ensure he kept winning. He assigned the head guard to look after Seto. Soon, a nurse was brought in from the hospital to treat Seto, and within days, Seto recovered. He asked the guard for permission to meet his next opponent before the match. Initially denied, Seto was eventually allowed because he had become the director's favorite. Later, Seto found out that his next opponent was Lim. When Seto met Lim, Lim promised to lose the next match on purpose so that Seto could advance. Lim believed that Seto would eventually defeat In-gui and be released from prison as a reward. It was revealed that Lim had cancer and didn't have much time left, so he wanted Seto to win and deliver his last message to his daughter. That night, Seto dreamed of his wife. Although he was happy, he knew she could never return. He hugged her in the dream, but when he woke up, he realized he had hugged the nurse. The next day, Seto prepared for the next match, but In-gui kept provoking him, hoping Seto would attack and be disqualified. Lim reminded Seto of their plan to calm him down. Seto's desire for revenge grew stronger every time he saw In-gui. In-gui discovered that Seto was the husband of the woman he had killed and decided to remind Seto of his wife to weaken him during the fight. Days later, The next stage of the tournament began, and the guards allowed the players to take hot showers. No one wanted to miss this opportunity, so they all enjoyed the hot water. In the shower, Ngui tried to provoke Sato by talking about his wife's murder, but Sato managed to control himself, knowing that attacking outside the tournament would disqualify him. The next day, the tournament resumed with a match between Ngui and a thug. The director knew this would be a tough fight, but Ngui won in the end. The director decided to schedule the final match between Ngui and Sato to attract more viewers and bets. He bet on Ngui himself, confident of his victory. The next match was between a young gang leader and a psychopathic murderer who had killed many people. The gang leader dominated the fight from the start, injuring his opponent, but the psychopath distracted him and won with a powerful strike. After the match, the guards prepared the cars for Ngui and the director to go to a restaurant. Despite being an inmate, Ngui was treated with special privileges because of the money he made for the director. On the way, Ngui told the director about Sato's wife's murder. It was revealed that Sato's wife worked for a company and had discovered its illegal business. To prevent her from exposing the company, the owner hired Ngui to kill her. Ngui didn't know she was pregnant at the time, and he regretted it when he found out later. After dinner, the director ordered the tournament to continue. The semifinals were approaching, where Sato and Lim would face each other. According to the plan, Lim began to lose on purpose, but had to attack Sato to avoid suspicion from the guards. Surprised by Lim's sudden attack, Sato fought back fiercely. Meanwhile, the semifinal match between Ngui and the psychopath was underway. The director had set this up to ensure Sato and Ngui would face each other in the final. Before the final match, the director and head guard increased the betting stakes, confident that people would bet on Sato while they believed Ngui would win. Before the final match, both players were given a good massage and explained the rules. Their legs would be chained and they could use knives. To win, they had to cut off their opponent's leg. They were served a delicious meal before the match, knowing they might die. Ngui eagerly ate, but Sato was restless, knowing this was the most crucial fight of his life. Once again, Ngui provoked Sato by mentioning his wife, causing Sato to lose his temper and attack. A guard informed the director, who decided to broadcast the fight live. For Sato, this fight meant everything, so he fought with all his strength, continuously attacking Ngui. In the end, he cut Ngui's leg muscles, paralyzing him. According to the rules, Sato won the tournament, and the director and head guard reluctantly handed him the keys to the prison. Sato's victory caused the director and his men to suffer heavy losses, but they couldn't do anything about it. The story then flashes back to the beginning, where Sato was chasing the pants thief. It was revealed that the thief had informed Sato about Ngui's whereabouts. Sato had deliberately killed the thief to get into prison. Finally, it was revealed that the head guard was actually Sato's older brother. They had planned the revenge together, and the head guard had collected all the evidence of the illegal activities right under the director's nose. In the end, they informed the police, and the director was imprisoned. Sato's revenge was complete, and the film ended. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.